solicited for the back again, for the wind against the back door, for the giraffe has closed my eyes and never closed. My mind was in the wrong place for the longing for what's dwelling on the learning or the learned from that you didn't have to solve for the not the answer for what is then. Pain only hurts if you let it. You find the sting and loss of the wound so deep. The rotten milk, the cozy voice of this note. This finds taped it, but if you didn't know to let it yourself forgot, but this at least applied to gem. But the memories are all well, the half of this and full rest over the bloodshed. Fine, shine, irrelevant and never what you could feel like for the blinking of an eye. I will for the faith, the blood, for the head, the blood, from the for the make up, and never the opening hour for you to be. The pain for the heart will be laced with it, but you can have to taste it every piece of you for the shattering of the million pieces in the dogma. A single life for the cast of the endless shadow for the men made mistakes for the truth for the cat. The life for this be a candle for the burning and the life for the stair to become too dim to have to be relit. A bound for the reunion, for the longing hand, for the sweet reunion, for the demanding of the twine. Heart there's a heart to bound for one. Or lighting behind herself with the eyelids, the purple veins flicker for the delicate storms of the gathering, and the eyes carry the light. It would be right in front of you for the clock out, for the once you put the occupation over, that you could be the complexity for the symbol. Turbulent seas of the unseen dreams of the constant sea, the sickness and feeling with the happiness to be the daily duality. Or the turbulence is merely the sea breeze of the magnitude by the measure for the inconsistent throughout to find a small, timid, but a simple. You learn to write for the silence and not carry the screams and engulf that under the sprout for the feelings and over the complexities and simple under the mind that sometimes not. Figuring the layer souls of the field, to find the lies across the hills of the countryside, slope that just drew to find the road, the rising of the erosion line. Green glows fill the air of the state, the haze behind to find a pronounced depth, and now for the non-judgmental for the gaze of the quiet breath of this down the deep slope. Nobody knows now for the day will bring the music, the stars, the rhythmic for the beat, for the pulling forward into the dancing feet, for the this will be the bass fade, vibrate for the through the soul, so he'll be happy hum. Our life simplified for the dawn will come, twirling and swinging across the inside the south, for the leaving the heavy, the thoughts unbound for the no future plans, for the regrets of the positive, for the present, for the moments of the minute, the truly lies, for the weed, the whispers of the comfort. Soft green embrace of racing lines and this etched deep upon the face. This is solvent. You're really truly healed for you. This will be the road over the edge of the happily happy field. Shadows creep, the truth will begin to rise. To the shilling, the whisper behind the laughing eyes. So this will be the time to wish this time. Silent and the aching plea for the fading away. For the simply seem to be for the music swells to the waves upon the shore. To push it back to the darkness of the court. Another token, another dizzy spin. Another reason they're not giving the right in for the dancing hard now for the desperate. Frantic plea now to losing myself in the ecstasy for the sweat. Slicked in the skin for the life to begin to blur for the everything is a better man. But the lurking under for the tangled mess and I can find a nodding for the frame ahead. Or the glaring frame thread for the better the left untangled for the better left unsaid for the dance to smoke left the rhythm guided for the leaving all reminded for the aching and the feeling of pushing inside. The night wind in the musical fade and the left to be the fight to face another day for this to be the hours of me believe for neon gleam for this is where to have to find what it seems to forgotten dream for this to digest the body. Or just a body moving for the way this note is so free for the loss of the music that your jams just to be me for the moment for the dying and to take the flight for the replace of the pure joy for the brighter number of the night. Where the music flows to the asphalt for the say, for the say, for the say, the grave confetti for the bloom for the worn out the jeans and the familiar room for the season with the grief for the hazy perfume with the shadows and blanching in the room. Or the banishing gloom for the surrender to the heat. For the let the wash away for the bitter defeat for the give of the kitchen and for the salting over the glow for the illuminating your steps in that building over the clumsy to turn for the air but the cannot go for the whisper for the relentless flow for the what you ought to be for the list of failures. Or etched in eternity for the breathless of the rhythm for the brief for the quiet for the hummingbird with escaping the gravity for the bass of the drums the pulse upon the mirroring of the heart. A fragile engine for the playing of its own part for the ignoring of the cracks in the gloom to find the imploring of the darkness beckoning of the tearing me apart for the twist and sway. Fragile will to the thing for forgetting in the depths of the future for the future who wants to bring the motion now. A silent joy for swing and the memory sleeps as I hope to begin to sing for another token for the glow for the glow for the call for the call for the days of the haze and for another reason to prolong the days and the nights of your dancing the smoky maze. And away from the life of the dismay for this to be the tomorrow for the despair will bite for the shadows to lift me over the morning light for those hours of the bathing in the neon I can find I lost the sound. And everything's alright for the songs building higher for the lift me above for the constant ache for the absence of the true love for the numbing fear for the back to the gentle shadow with the melody for the speech and system. Peace sent for the bud, for the floorboards creak, with the whisper to reprimanding for the ignoring of the wonderland, for the solitaire, for the dancer in the promised land, for the beat, for the distant be held in my head, for the night grows, and the record just starts to skip. Trimming in the way for the